Alright, so we got some new things from Radium Engineering. Let's take a look at what it is. This is a fuel pump sending unit, and we're using this kit for a Supercharged S65 build. Alright, we'll start with the main piece, which is the fuel sending unit, which is designed to fit either one or two fuel pumps depending on your fuel delivery needs. It's got a built-in adjustable pressure regulator. It's got your fuel line exit. It's a swivel, so you can fit it pretty nice. And up top are the different connections for either one fuel pump, second fuel pump, and your level sensors. Depending on how you order this, you're either going to have it with no pumps installed, with two pumps of your choice installed, or with one fuel pump installed. So this is pretty straightforward. Like I said, we do have to transfer the OEM transfer tubes into this. It comes with a hose that's going to splice the two systems together. The directions for this by Radium are really nice. They're step-by-step, really good pictures. They're in detail. And then we just have some wiring. We have to wire this pump in. We have to wire in a relay, and we have to wire in a fuse. These have to be tapped into some sort of trigger. On a non-M3, you're going to tap into the power feed on the fuel pump. On your M3, that's not going to work because it's got a three-phase fuel pump, so it gets a little bit more complex. You have to find a trigger for the relay that will turn on when the car turns on and turn off when it needs to for safety reasons. And this additional stuff is just bolts, nuts to attach all your wiring to the unit. There's two parts to it, so we're going to start off with the fuel filter and line. Here's our fuel filter. They have a couple different options for filters. You can see it on their website. Nicely machined. We have the fuel line that runs from the sending unit down to the filter, and it's a steel braided hose that's covered. It's got really nice swivel ends, so it gives you a lot of room for the installation. Here's the bracket for the filter. This fuel delivery system, as far as the filter and the lines, was designed for the E90 platform, but it was designed for a 6-cylinder inline setup. So we're putting this on a Supercharged S65, so we have to do some modifications to get it to fit just right. These other pieces are not anything too crazy. These are the hold down for the filter. It's pretty slim in its design, so it makes it easy to mount it at its location. And just additional hardware, mounting hardware. That's all that's included in here. For our build, we have to shorten the fuel hose and change the fitting, and we have to build our own bracket for where we mounted it. We chose Radium because we were originally going to develop the system ourselves, but for us to do it, it was not going to be as simple as this is. What we had envisioned required a lot of extra fittings, a regulator that was going to be externally mounted, too many components needed to be put in place for what this does. We've used it before. We like their design, we like their build quality. Everything is in one unit, except instead of having to mount the pressure regulator somewhere else. Not a lot of modifications or fabrications required, so it's a real straightforward design. This build is actually a car that was shipped to us. It originally had a Supercharger setup. It came in with bent rods. So it started off as an engine build and then evolved to an engine build with a Supercharger upgrade. Damn! Here we have our VT3 Supercharger from ESS Tuning. This kit is a kit that they offer that requires a lot of fuel system modifications. We had to run larger fuel lines. We had to allow for the low pressure sensor install. So we have that here. We have our line that runs from here to about midways where the Radium Engineering filter is located. And then from that filter back, we run it straight to the fuel delivery system. Our inline-6 platform engines run exhaust on the right side. All the piping is there, so there's ample room on the left side. Our V8 counterpart, which is the S65 M3 engine, has exhaust on both sides, exhaust manifolds and tubing all the way to the back. So in order to overcome that obstacle of the exhaust in the way for the filter, we had to actually design a bracket that would be located further down underneath the vehicle, tucked in to where it won't get impacted or damaged by any debris, and run our line down a different path.